Hey, what's up guys? We're here to talk about moving around because we've been stuck inside, probably doing a lot of sitting, whether you're sitting at your desk doing some work, sitting in front of the TV, whatever it is. We're going to talk about how to get mobile through the thoracic spine and the hips to make sitting a little more comfortable, make your time inside a little less sucky, a little more enjoyable. So first things first, we're going to start with the thoracic spine. We're going to be doing a thing called a thoracic glide. The key element to this is that you're going to be moving your spine, not your shoulders, okay? So the way you'll do it is you'll have a seat on your chair, couch, whatever's comfortable. You're going to interlock fingers, put it over your knee, and let this all relax. This is going to create an anchor point. And what you're going to do is you're going to move your spine back and forward, back and forward. All right, so you are going to synchronize it with your breathing. I'm having to talk. So what I want you to do is you're going to exhale, collapse and round, inhale, puff and arch. When you've got a full breath, match your movement to your breathing. So as you're getting a full breath, come to the end range, then exhale. Once you run out of air, push it back, okay? You're going to do 5 or 6 on one knee, 5 or 6 on the other knee. And then once you've got that figured out, a cool thing you can do, especially when you're just sitting at your desk, is do a twist to the side and figure out how to do that same movement backward and forward while creating a twist as much of the spine as you can. So you twist, exhale. Get the other side. You can do that when you're just sitting at the desk any old time you want, but highly recommend taking every couple hours, take a break, get that thoracic spine moving just a little bit, and you'll do a little bit less hunching over and a little more sitting upright. All right, second thing we're going to work on, say hi to Rogue. Second thing we're going to work on is the hips. We're going to do a hip extension, hip circle. So your leg is going to be back behind you. This knee is going to be straight. This heel is going to be on the ground. All right. The movement is going to come from this hip, and it's going to be driven by this knee. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this knee move us around, and we're going to take our hips, kind of hula style. Hula does tilt to tilt. Let's just think big circles. We have big flat circles here. 5 or 6 circles one way, 5 or 6 circles the other way. You can't see my feet, but a thing I want you to do with it is to internally rotate your back foot as much as is comfortable and as much as you can while still keeping your heel in contact with the ground. All right? That's an important thing to start unwinding. A lot of us stand with our feet like this a lot. Starting to unwind that external rotation so that we get to a more neutral hip position when we're walking, standing, etc. It's going to go a long way towards doing that and making this whole midsection just function a little bit better. So same times that you take a break to do your thoracic glides, this one you actually have to stand up with, so you might not do it quite as frequently. 3 or 4 times a day, 4 or 5 circles in one direction, 4 or 5 circles in the other direction, switch feet. All right, you're gonna start feeling your hips be more open. You're gonna feel like your lumbar is going to be a little more free to move around, and you're gonna ease up some of that pain that you get from hours and hours of sitting in front of the desk, okay? Last thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna zoom you back in. Last thing we're going to do is actually an eyeball drill. So we do a lot of sitting with our eyes focused directly in front of us with no variation of eye position, okay? And what that ends up doing is the oculomotor reflex in your eyes gets lazy, starts functioning poorly, which actually leads to a lot of systemic issues. A lot of poor movement patterns can be derived by or be caused by poorly functioning oculomotor muscles, okay? So this one's super simple. We're gonna make big circles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, without moving my head, track my finger smooth and slow. Switch fingers here, up here. I could keep going around, but I could also switch directions. And the key element is to not move your head, but actively moving your eyes and keeping focus on your finger. If your finger gets too far out, you won't be able to see it without turning your head, so it's only as big as you can see it clearly with both eyes. Your nose will get in the way a little bit when it's down here, but just do your best to be able to focus on it all the way through the circle, okay? That's gonna go toward kind of just waking your brain back up from hours of staring at the screen, whether it's your computer, your phone, your TV, whatever it is, and getting your eyes to move around. It's gonna go a long way towards making your body feel better. You might feel it instantly. There are actually lots of clients that I've had that immediately upon doing a few of those circles, all of a sudden shoulder stops hurting or something like that. May happen, may not happen, but definitely take a break, move your eyes around, move the spine around, move the hips around, move the eyes around. Try to take a break every couple of hours, whether that's marathon watching on the TV or typing on the computer, and we'll see you next time.